If you've always wanted to make groundnut soup and don't know how, this video will show you how to do that. This is a step-by-step process of how to make groundnut soup, so come along. I started by washing this meat. I washed this meat thrice. You can see that the first water was very dirty. This was about like the third time. This is it. So after that, I actually poured in my fresh pepper. I picked the head and rinsed it. I washed it twice. This was the first washing, and this is the second time. I actually rinsed it again. So after this, I pounded it using a pestle and mortar. By the way, pounding this thing was very tedious. After I scooped some and then poured it into the pot, I pounded some onions and then poured it in the pot again. I turned on the fire, placed my pot on fire, and I added some salt and then just one nut cube, just one, as you can see in this video, just one. Okay, so after that, I covered the pot, and allowed it to cook in its own juice. Now, when I'm cooking any form of protein, I don't like to, add water. I allow it cook in its own juice. Now, while it was cooking, I just drank the zobo. I relaxed and drank the zobo I made the day before. So this is it that dried up, and then I added some water, and then I tasted for salt. I discovered that it needed more seasoning, so I added the remaining cube from the last one, like the one you saw earlier. Then this is it. I added water. I allowed it to boil. This is it. That boiled, and the meat had cooked properly. So yeah, I went in now with some palm oil, right? And after I added this palm oil, I added some water and some crayfish and then tasted it. The seasoning I added earlier was actually enough for it. And then I covered it and allowed it to boil. I scooped some grounded groundnuts into the pot. By the way, I didn't toast it. As you can see, the consistency here was already thick, just the way I like it. Now, if you want your soup runny, you can add water and adjust with seasoning, or you can just add beef stock. This quantity here serves about 2 persons at a go, depending on the quantity of soup you consume. And for those who prefer fresh food every time, this is a part where you scoop out some for subsequent use. Here, I added some dried bitter leaf that I came with from home. So between groundnut soup made with efo, ogo, and bitter leaf, I prefer bitter leaf because it just doesn't crowd my soup. And if you've watched up to this point, I hope you've picked something from this video. Kindly like and share to your networks and friends. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next one. Do take care of yourself. Bye.